It's the menace of these militarized vehicles and the whole force, this militarized police, and also the menace of the traffickers, you know, the menace of the gangs. So it's like two beasts in Mortal Kombat in some way.
Pregunta, paisanos. ¿Quieren morir?
And then the other element is the sadness and the melancholy of the border region, and the intense melancholy of the desert as well. So it was those two themes really that we talked about. A lot of the music comes from the landscape. There are so many amazing landscape shots in the film, and slow and deliberate helicopter shots. Those shots and those images were a huge inspiration. Denny invited me to visit the set while they were shooting, so I spent some time there where they shot. I was able to kind of absorb a little bit the environment and the locations and get a feel for the mood. It's a part of the world that I had not visited before. It was good to get a feel for it. The first cut that I receive has no music on it, no temp music, nothing like that. So in a way, I start with a blank slate, which can be a little bit terrifying, but also very exhilarating and very inspiring. I think it gives you the opportunity to really explore new territory and try things you wouldn't try otherwise. It's the very first scene that I worked on, where they go for the first time into Juarez. It's a long helicopter shot that rises above Juarez, and you see the border, you see the fence, and you see this vast sprawl in front of you. And it starts with a very faint sound of helicopter blades, which slowly rises and increases in volume. And I really wrote it around that, and in many ways the helicopter blades become a part of the music in a sense. I wrote this very simple but very intense and brutal and almost violent cue that starts out very soft but sort of rises and crescendos into this really brutal, distorted crescendo. I made several different ideas for that scene and sent them to Denny, and he picked the most extreme one, which I was very happy with.
I remember being in the editing room with Joe Walker, my editor, and we received a few attempts from Yuan. Yuan likes to explore, and so he brings me different ideas. I remember hearing those sounds for the first time when we are above the desert and discovering Juarez. I thought to myself, I never heard something like that before in my life. It's the most powerful music I ever had. I was so proud of it.
I used a lot of cello, a lot of multi-track cello, both melodic and textural writing, and this minimal kind of drone that I create from many different sources, both an orchestra and pipe organ, various instruments that are, you know, combined to form this